Right.
So, and I just kind of take notes throughout the day, like on my phone, my iPhone, or whatever, and I'll just jot down things and kind of go back to that when I get to writing mode. So
No doubt. Okay, you got a really, really interesting a combination going on over there. You're doing music, you know what I'm saying? But you also been to school for nursing and physician, and kind of let us know what that's all about and what made you decide to actually kind of manage both of those things in your life.
So I went to medical school, and I'm a family medicine physician. So I see patients, and I'm actually an associate professor here in North Carolina, and I teach resident physicians who are, training to become doctors. And ever since I was like 3 and 4, I actually even wrote, I think, a little paper in elementary school about what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wanted to be a doctor, a singer, and a lawyer.
Right.
The lawyer thing, that's not going to happen. That's way too much, way too much. But I'm sure they thought I was crazy, but I kind of feel like God gives us, the desires and the dreams, that we want, and so, that's us to carry those things on and to carry them out, as if they're our purpose. So,
right.
The way I kind of mold the two together is that, the creation of my record label, Music Therapy, is based on the idea that music is therapy, that it has the ability to heal people. People, get through a lot of things when they listen to music. And also, being in a position that I am, I'm able to help people. So right. I feel like if you are in the position to do things to make a difference, that you should. So I give 10% of the revenue that I make through my artistry back to people who are unable to afford healthcare, basically.
Right.
And so in North Carolina, there's a clinic here called Care Ring, and that's where I donate to right now. So that's kind of how I marry the two things. But yeah, it's very interesting to say the least. Yes, because both are very demanding, and they use completely two different sides of my brain.
Right, and it just sounds like what a lot of people don't understand is people like us, when you come up and you're able to do all these different things, and people look at you in a kind of strange type of way, they don't understand that you're pretty eclectic person, and you're just busy in your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Absolutely. You get it. Man.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You're just busy in your mind, and then there's all these different things. It's just a way to just kind of you just got to kind of figure out a way to kind of fuse this all together. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And a lot of people, that gets lost with a lot of folks because they're not really focused and they don't really understand and they can't really quantify what goes on in their minds. So of course their life is gonna be kind of crazy. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's another story. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's another story in the show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
talk about that for a whole nother section.
Yeah, that's a whole nother subject. You know what I'm saying? But what it sounds like to me is that you giving back is a really, really major thing in your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing. And you got a dream of not just giving back, but also helping people in the process of you giving back. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, and I just want to commend you for that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of folks just don't get it. But that's all right. Long as you're around, we gonna help them get it. You know what I'm saying? Right. We gonna walk them to the water. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't want to drink, you know what I mean? I might trip them, but right before they get to the steps, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna get that in though. All right, so let's get to the music. Like, let's get to your project that you're working on. You can tell us how that all came about. And I got one of the tracks we're gonna bang. So all my listeners out there, y'all make sure y'all stay locked in because we're gonna bang one of them tracks she got called My Ride. But I'm gonna let her tell a story on how that all came about.
Yeah, so basically, a couple of months ago, I was lucky enough to be introduced to Rob Terrell, known as the Deal Maker. And so basically, he came on as my management. He was able to negotiate a distribution deal with Universal Music Group Distribution. And so basically that's, ever since that has happened, and we kind of been on full force, pedal to the metal, trying to get, some new music done. And, we have such a great new momentum and a great team that I'm working with. So, this song that, has come about, the song My Ride is basically a fun summer song. It's like, riding in your car, you with your girls, or, you with your piece, and
right.
You chilling, you're having a good time. It's a very laid back, fun song. Don't got to read a whole lot into it, and so we thought this would be a great song to come out to, and got some great songs that we're gonna follow it up with. So so we've gotten a lot of good reception with the song, so I'm pretty happy with it.
Absolutely. And let me just tell you this: I've been getting calls, you know what I'm saying, and I hear that your stage game is off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been getting. But big shout out to DJ Jamie O. You know what I'm saying? Jamie O hit me up and he was like, "Hey man, listen, man, you got to see her do her thing, son." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "Well, I believe you. If my man say that's what it is, then I know that's what it is." You heard? So hey, I just want to say, we appreciate all that you do when you get out there on that stage. But I also want to know, where do you go in your mind when you get on that stage? I mean, where do you pull that energy from? I mean, how does it go? Tell us, you know what I'm saying, how you getting down when you on stage.
Yeah, well, when I'm on stage, it's a completely different world. You got your makeup on, your hair's done, you got, you're in costume, and it's like, it's a character. It's a completely different mindset, and I'm typically so much in the zone when I get on stage. I mean, like they kind of have to hold me back. Like, my creative director has to hold me back before I get on stage because I want to jump on. Like, I'm like so pumped before I get on stage. He's like, he's like, no, not yet. But it's like a lot of times I'm in the zone so much I don't even remember, when I get off stage what happened because it's like a blur, so, but I love performing and it's a great show if you ever get to see it. And when the video comes out though, you'll definitely get to see some of that. So it's fun and I love it.
Right. So is this song My Ride on some type of compilation, or is this, coming out on your album, your CD? I mean, tell us.
It'll be on the album.
Okay. And what's the name of the album?
To be determined yet.
Okay. We're gonna keep that on the DL. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm quite sure there's some ideas floating around. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to tip your hand first. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a beautiful thing. So here's one question that I have for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it's all said and done, when they look back to the things that you've done, what you want to be said about how you put your music in and the way that you kind of rose up through the ranks.
That's a good thing. I definitely want to have a legacy. I want my music to be something that can be listened to for many years. I want my voice to stand out, which I think it does. That's something that I hear a lot. That like, who is that? We haven't heard that before. And I just want people to know that I gave 100%. And I want them to look back and say, like, she put everything she had into her music and still made a difference. So I definitely, giving back to the community and being an artist with a cause and with a mission is something that I want to be known for, after I'm gone and when my children are here and after that. So
no doubt. Of course, baby, it was a beautiful thing that you came out and you spent your time with us, you know what I'm saying, and you let us know what your world is really about. You know what I'm saying? And and before we go though, I want to give you another opportunity to plug and shout out everything and everybody that's helped you get to the point to where you are today.
Absolutely. First and foremost, I always give thanks to God for giving me these blessings and these talents. I wouldn't be where I am without Him. I believe that all these doors that are opening are because I'm walking in the path that He set before me. I want to thank my parents who have been my great supporters, my fiance who supports me a lot, my entire team, my manager, Rob Terrell, everybody else, choreographers, dancers, hair and makeup, everybody, a PR person. Everybody can follow me on Twitter at Cordula Davis. My name is spelled CORDULADAVIS, and my website is CordulaTheArtist.com, and you can find all of my other websites there. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, Reverb Nation. All of those are on there. Make sure you check out all of my music that's on iTunes, the most recent of which is My Ride, which we're about to listen to, and that dropped on last Tuesday.
Okay. Hey, Cordula, I just want to say, I want to thank you for coming out, spending your time with us. And
thanks for having me.
No question. And may you always be blessed and prosper in the things that you do. You heard?
Thank you.
No doubt, baby. Peace.